This is Steve with Xtreme Heaters, and I'm here to introduce you to basically the small 400 watt Xtreme heaters for your RV. And I'm going to run you down some scenarios in which cases you would actually use this heater. Before you begin, there's a QR code on the outside of our box, one for your owner's manual and one for your warranty. Please make sure you scan these and download to your phone. You can fill them out right on the phone. So the 400 watt is going to be used mostly in your RV's smaller compartments. So we're looking at wet lockers. We're looking at, lockers with pumps and water pumps in them. We're looking at battery trays with, a couple batteries, 2, 3, 4 batteries in them, smaller battery trays. Inside, under your cabinets, maybe inside your bathrooms to help keep the pipes from freezing. Some pass-throughs, again, smaller pass-throughs. We're not looking at your huge RVs and huge campers here. Generator bays, outdoor kitchens. Typically I want you guys to understand this is the smaller heater, so you're going to size it for smaller spaces. And also I want you to pay attention to conditions. How sealed is the compartment? Yes, you could use this on some underbelly circumstances. If you're in a small area of the underbelly that has some pumps or some lines you want to keep from freezing, but it's going to be a smaller compartment that's not running the length of the entire RV, yes, you can use a small in that compartment. Also pay attention to how cold it's going to be. Heating something at 20 degrees outside is totally different than heating something at -20. So it's the temperature differential that you look for. If I'm trying to stay at 40, how much different is that from the outside air? So when that differential gets too far, also how insulated you are. So insulation, how sealed, you might want to bump up another size heater. So again, the small heater is good for typically like your teardrop campers, your pop-up RVs, your truck campers, your little 20-footers, single axle trailers, even your overlanding vans that have batteries and little water tanks inside of them. So these are the type of places where I would consider the 400 watt. And again, depending on temperature differential, if it's going to be -20 outside, you might want to bump one size, but that's your typical condition for a 400 watt heater. Now at steady state, we're going to pull about 3.5 amps, 120 volt. First in rush is going to be 5 amps, so you probably want to put this on a 10 to 15 amp breaker. So placement tips. Remember when you're putting this that we really work on circulation. This is a forced air heater, so you can mount this sideways, vertical, horizontal, upside down in a compartment if you want. What we want to do is be able to circulate the air. So from the inlet side, we need less, but from the exhaust side, we want more. So we want to be able to push this air around. So wherever you mount this, just make sure you got plenty of room for circulation, because just like if you're trying to heat your house, circulation is key. And the same thing, if it's not well sealed, if I was trying to heat my house and I left the windows open, it'd be a bad fight. So make sure your compartments are sealed. Make sure we have plenty of circulation so we can flow the air around in there. That helps eliminate a lot of these cold spots you guys are going to see. The other thing is, typically we try to tell people to mount these low. Now you don't have to, but remember, heat rises. So if we can mount this low and blow under the pipes and blow underneath the pumps or underneath your water tanks, and the heat can rise, it'll help keep that area heated better. And let's talk about sizing. So just the sizing, we're looking to spot heat something. We're looking for smaller compartments. We're looking for a low temperature differential, maybe down to, the teens or something there. If you guys need more information, there's a lot available at www.xtremeheaters.com. We're always available to answer your questions online. There's a live chat, phone, email, info@xtremeheaters.com. We typically answer all questions within 24 hours. We're glad to have you. We're an American owned and operated company and look forward to serving you.